As much as I love brandishing boxes at you guys, sometimes it gets a little tricky. Especially when you're breaking up a big collection like this. Hi Void, how you doing? If you watched my last review, you might have been expecting Too Fast, Too Furious next. It isn't. I decided to break that up, not go all in on one thing right off the bat. That'll be coming. Probably next. But, so, another one of the numerical ones. I have a 20 movie collection, and no, unlike some of the other collections, I'm not going to just gun this whole collection. This one I picked up because here on the back, right there, we have 7 Nights of Darkness. In my alphabetical things, all my numbers come first, so 7 Nights of Darkness. This is a low-budget found footage film that's sort of like a poor man's Grave Encounters. Be the best way to put it. Really. Trying to see. This one came out in. When did this one come out? I'm just gonna have to look that up real quick. It's one of those movies that doesn't appear very easily on IMDb. There it is, 2011. So, about 11 years ago now. Now, Seven Nights of Darkness. It's about a contest where a group of people, 6 of them, are essentially locked in an asylum for 7 nights, and they're up for $1 million if they complete it, divided amongst themselves. The more people who leave, the bigger everyone's payout. So, Seven Nights of Darkness is essentially a game show. They get around the whole found footage thing by saying that it was for a show that never aired, and someone found and edited the footage together, and here we go. Now, they're each given tasks on each day to explore the asylum and record what's going on. Pretty basic, but it does have some effective moments. I will say some of the acting of the characters was decently strong in this one for a lower budget film. The effects kind of do hold it back, particularly when the CG comes out, but they use it very sparingly, and I appreciate that. They seem to know it's not the greatest CG, so they don't rely on it too heavily. So things really kick off on the second night when their task is to go onto this floor and hold a seance. And one of their numbers seems to get really strange after that. The one who's been trying to have a ghost encounter. She seems to lock down entirely and go near catatonic. And as things progress, more and more weird things happen. And people start vanishing. Like I said, it's a poor man's Graves Encounters. But it does have enough style that I did find it fun. And there's a few parts that are decently creepy, which is about what I can say about most films on this 20 movie collection. This is actually probably one of the better offerings on there. Is it great? No, it is not. But it's fun enough. If you're looking for a found footage film you haven't seen before, you could do worse than Seven Nights of Darkness. It's hardly great, but I'm going to give it a 4 MacGuffins out of 10. It's below average, sure, but sometimes you want a kind of a junk food movie, and this fills the bill pretty well. If you like found footage horror films, there are worse. They're a lot better, sure, but yeah, it's for the most part fine. I'm just trying to figure out what else to really say about this one, since it is such a basic premise. The effects aren't really bad enough to spend too much time on, and they come and go quick. There's a few effective jumps in it, and some of the atmosphere is decently creepy. I mean, Grave Encounters had a bit more style, and Gonjiam Haunted Asylum was definitely better than both of those. But so there are better haunted asylum films out there, particularly for the found footage angle. But it seems to be a niche genre. But there we are. I'm totally making it to the 5-minute mark on this one. There isn't really too much in terms of music, since it's still found footage stylings. I do like how it's done up like a game show, and they're each given tasks, but they kind of that part loses steam the longer the film goes on, which is a shame because it was kind of fun watching it as a game show going wrong. But that once it gets abandoned, it's kind of unfortunate. But yeah, Four MacGuffins, Seven Nights of Darkness. It's worth a look, particularly if you get it on the cheap. Have a good night.